Alright, so, as we continue, first thing is something that Baltimore notices. You notice that an object seems to be approaching you in the night sky with a distinctive chuka 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 chuka, as it seems to be searching out any cars moving around in the general area of the big explosion that really stands out if you're on the, if you're in the sky and looking for weird shit happening.
It's a gargoyle.
Couldn't imagine what that would be, you know? Just not a clue. I do activate chameleon skin.
You are already obfuscated, but very well.
Might as well, just in case. You never know.
I don't like the world anymore. I don't want to exist. I go into obfuscate.
You can't do that. I'm focusing on you.
Okay.
But the big reason I'm doing that is so that I can have a very good justification for, you know... I'm going to... Let's see. What's nearby?
You are, right now, more or less half over water as you are moving parallel with the river, heading out from the lake, as Pleasant seems to be slowly making her way towards the bridges.
Or bridges?
Yeah, the ones that lead towards the center of the town. I'm gonna move us to the city map for convenience.
Sure.
Oh, God.
So I think we should probably have 3 different tokens. That would be me, Pleasance, and Val.
Yep.
That works. Let's put her, say, here. And they are more or less on the same spot. And you would be, I don't know, like here maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, it's where all those grisly murders happened.
Yep, not that far away from that. And I'm gonna put a cop token to denote the chopper. It's slowly circling in an ever-widening circle around the burning building.
Alright. I am going to land for a moment so that I can get the phone out and call. Just in a little, deserted part that I'm apparently really close to being over.
Yes, you can, it's no problem, you land without trouble. It just takes you like 30 seconds to actually make it to the ground kind of thing. And
Yep.
yes, who do you call?
I am calling up the only person that, you know what? Son of a bitch. No one here is any more reliable. Zinski's apparently insane. Probably a Malkavian, now that I think about it. Keemstar sucks, but you know what? I at least have his stuff. Pleasance makes sense. Pleasance is driving, though. So, Keemstar it is.
Okay. Keemstar. Someone is calling you. But you don't have a phone. Or rather, no one answers because his phone has been smashed. He's on Puzinski's phone now.
You know what I meant. But it does make sense for me to forget that for a moment anyway. So, much shit was going down. Call up Bazinski. It was my next choice anyway.
Keemstar answers. At least I assume his phone rings anyway.
Bacon.
Apparently he doesn't answer, he just breathes heavily into the phone when he picks up.
Literally, guys, are you fucking blind? He literally just said about
No,
me
he
doing
just
AFK.
barely said it was all while I was checking Skype to see if he was still on. He did that in less than like 5 seconds, man. Not only that, he then said, "My phone now, bitch." God damn it.
Yes, Bacon, you might be muted or turned down really low because we are not hearing you.
No, he went AFK. He literally wrote that like 2 seconds after saying going AFK.
Yes, I know. That's why it was confusing.
Okay, apparently there's a glitch in the tower and the call is not going through. maybe he forgot to charge it, but it's going, yeah, the recipient cannot be reached at this time. Please try again
I'm
later.
down to Pleasance. I'm calling her even though she's driving. God damn it.
Okay, she picks up. Goes, yes, who is it?
It's Baltimore. There is a helicopter going around the site of the explosion, and it's slowly increasing its range. Be aware.
Okay, that would be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just barely. Wait.
I'll keep.
I think I see some lights on the bridge. Shit, I'm gonna pull over. Morbius, you see Pleasance coming to a stop. Just up
I do
ahead.
the same thing.
I'll try and keep an eye on the situation as it's occurring. I'll even try and keep this phone out just to try and keep you updated. I might need to throw it down if I need to do something though.
Yeah, shit, vampires don't need to breathe or anything, right?
Not that I know of.
Okay, we might, I think we might be unreachable by phone, we might go underwater and you might need to try and see where we come out.
Alright. Okay, I'll go back up in the air then. I'll keep the phone in my hand just in case we need to, make any further calls.
Alright. Pleasance steps out of the car.
And I go back to flying in the air with Obfuscate on again.
My character turns off the engine, stares at her, like, what are you doing?
She motions for you to get out.
Alright, I get out of the driver's seat and knock on the side
What are you
of the van.
doing, Morbius?
We're apparently Pleasance wants us to go with her, so I suppose she has a plan.
I go after her.
Does Basinski get out?
And
I guess so.
Does Keemstar follow Pleasance as she gets out of the car? She's essentially motioning everyone to get together into a huddle.
My character locks up his van if Basinski gets out.
I'm gonna get out, I guess.
My character locks up my van.
One manly red tear trickles down from the corner of his eye.
These are manly tears, not woman tears. Do not worry.
Pleasant just... Okay, listen guys, we are in deep trouble. I think I saw lights up ahead at the bridge, and Baltimore says there's a chopper in there circling the farmhouse. We need to figure something out now. We could go in the water, but then we would get all of our guns, phones, everything wet, and I don't think that's a good idea if we can avoid it.
We could
I
always
agree.
just leave our vans parked near the road and just make it look abandoned. I mean, it's not like they're specifically most likely searching for cars that are running away. So,
okay. All of you hear a chuka 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 approaching from above. You have maybe 3-4 seconds to use with stealth to find a hiding spot that won't be seen from above. It's not a question of getting into it, it's finding one that will work.
I'm going to spend a point of willpower on this.
What about us who can use obfuscate? Do we just roll the wit stealth again, or what?
If you can obfuscate, then you'll be fine. We are not... If it's not an insane distance away, obfuscate always works. We're not playing with the range rule.
my character, I'm going to spend a willpower as well.
I mean, I guess I'll obfuscate but still find a sort of place where I could hide, just in case.
Pleasant just huddles by a shrub and looks up as the chopper passes straight overhead, while everyone else...
2 successes.
Yeah, you just see Pleasant out in the open as she gulps. The spotlight just focuses on her.
Oh god.
Stand up and put your hands in the air.
Okay, guys, this is the time where Buzinski proves himself. So, how difficult is it to hit the chopper pilot with a gun, assault rifle that has a scope?
You do have a scope on it, and what's the range on the assault rifle?
I believe that was, let me double check, but that might have been 60 yards or meters. Let me double check though.
60 feet.
The chopper would be a fair ways up. It wouldn't be like a unshootable distance, but it might be just far enough that the difficulty would go up.
Alright, I got it right here. There's rifle.
To
Shotgun,
that secret
shotgun.
question,
Assault rifle.
Jackalor, yes.
Oh, nope. It got a lot of range, 150.
Then it is
Okay.
within normal range, especially as it's scoped.
Within the normal range. Before that, prior to that, I'm also going to aim one time, so I can get the bonuses from the scope.
Okay, you are trying to shoot the pilot, I assume.
Yep. Can I use willpower on this?
No.
Okay.
So do note that you cannot be obfuscated while you do this.
Yeah, but it would still be counted basically as like a sort of ambush, I guess.
Actually,
So
no, that's a good point. If you're carrying a weapon that big, you cannot take it into obfuscate.
Oh, yeah. So I guess I should roll with stealth now and actually...
Small things and stuff that can fit in your hand is fine. Clothing and such is also fine, but...
Yeah.
Yes,
just roll
Jackalor.
Assault rifle, no.
Yes, Jackalor. A normal thing in that situation. You know how it works.
I'm just gonna roll my wits and stealth now, just in case. So
Okay,
because, I
you're
guess...
good. You're just gonna say that Buzinski sneaks back to the van and grabs his assault rifle.
That sounds alright.
Reaches in
Okay,
through
okay.
the half-open window and fishes it out.
Okay. So, I guess I'm gonna aim.
I'm presuming I can see all this going down, right?
You see that the chopper has stopped and is a single figure in the spotlight, slowly raising her arms in the air.
Our arms?
Yes, it was Pleasance those found.
Oh, okay. I thought it was somebody from the actual chopper that was...
Okay. Okay, let me think. I don't think it would be a 6 roll, though. If you're trying to take a aim and shoot, well, inside of the pilot without them noticing you. I think it would be 8. Because they
but
would be on guard against that kind of crap.
Okay, so difficulty 8. So, dexterity, firearms, celerity, and...
No. On the wit stealth. If you're just shooting him in the chest, it's still 6.
Oh, okay. So
It's just a matter of it's a question of if you have enough, if you can stay hidden long enough to take aim and line up your shot properly.
I would have
Okay,
thought
so
the shot would have been a 7, personally, just because cover. But
okay,
that's
so
just me.
with stealth and difficulty 8, right?
Yes.
Can I use willpower on this?
Yes, on this you can, if you want to spend your willpower like this.
I'm going to spend 1 willpower, just to stay under cover if possible. You know, it helps.
Keep in mind you do have 1 destiny point if you are completely fucked.
Yeah, we know. So with stealth, with difficulty is 8.
Yep.
Okay, that actually helped. Good.
And you spent a willpower, so you're good.
Yep.
Okay. So, your shot would have 3 bonus dice if you're aiming for a single turn. 2 from the scope and 1 for just basic aiming.
And if I aim again, that would just only be 1 extra dice, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I think it would be a waste of time, especially because Pleasance is in trouble, and who knows, they could probably be deploying, so I need to react fast. So dexterity, firearm, celerity, plus 3 dice.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're shooting
let me
them
count.
if you're shooting them in the chest, it is a difficulty of 6. If you're aiming for the head, it's 8.
Is there any way for my character to know, like, can I see the pilot? Does he have Kevlar or something? Like, do pilots even wear Kevlar?
He seems to be wearing a bulky jacket of some kind. You can't tell for sure if there's Kevlar under it or not.
And do I possibly know, are the actual windows of the helicopter bulletproof?
You don't know. They might be with the amount of violence that has been happening here. if it's a new chopper, and it doesn't look too old. It's 50-50, honestly.
This is America. This is America. They don't pay cops enough to... Actually, they actually give them guns, but I don't think they give...
They give them
protection.
tanks, man. They give
Try
them
shooting
tanks.
the rotors.
Anyways, let's just shoot. 7, 10, okay, that's 13 dice. Difficulty is 6.
Okay, so for the chest then. Alright.
Yep.
You impress me.
Huh. Yeah, difficulty... Fuck it, let's just go. Are you fucking kidding me? Only 3 successes out of that shit.
Should have gone full auto.
You can't full auto on aim, though. I know that.
Yeah, and the problem is I'm not really sure how full auto would really work. I mean, I'd probably be missing a lot.
9 dice of damage.
9 dice of... Actually, 9 dice. Okay, so 9 dice. Difficulty is still 6, right?
Yep.
Of course.
Fuck me.
Okay, that's one of the damage negated. You hear the tinkling of glass, and Baltimore, you hear a gunshot ring out as the chopper switches off its floodlight and pulls off.
Wait, I was going to react to that.
Okay, what do you wish to do?
I was going to try and see if I could try and attempt to destroy the back end, the tail end of the, you know, the helicopter. Slam into it as hard as I could.
Oh god, you better not watch on the fucking hit, or you're gonna hit the helicopter blade.
The helicopter is... essentially, you can easily chase it down, right? But it's... you need to take like a minute to catch up to it, because it's just gonna hover out of direct line of sight of Pleasance and the vans. Over some buildings.
Yep. Alright. Still going to be trying to do that, because that's probably the best chance we'll have to get out of this, if we can not get them to report absolutely everything.
Mm-hmm. So, the plan is what exactly? You try and rip through the metal skin and get at the fuel lines, or do you have something more stupid in mind?
The real idea was actually to try and get the fan on the back to stop working, you know?
Okay.
Or whatever you want to call it. The propeller. Because then it will become actually impossible to direct it, and they'll crash.
Actually, if you actually put the, like, if you actually, like, sort of put the tail off, doesn't the helicopter just lose balance and start spinning in a circle, or is that just video games?
Yes, it would.
It would start spinning in a circle, basically out of control. It would be ridiculously hard to try and land that anywhere in the forest.
Okay, here's the real question. Do you have anything you can stick in among those blades without sticking your hand in there and taking a shitload of damage potentially?
I was actually just going for no, because there's no way I have something like that on hand. So I was going to basically just try and hit that as close to the center as I could, to try and avoid that, but possibly still taking quite a bit of damage.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. I will be wanting 2 rolls from you. I will be wanting 1 roll to actually hit and 1 of Dex Athletics to see if you can essentially latch onto the chopper in a way that allows you to get enough leverage without having to be in flight, because then it gets really awkward.
Okay. I will be spending 3 points of blood to try and to up my dexterity for this.
Alright.
Just one question. Epic is obfuscate, right? So the cops don't know that he's actually following them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not yet they don't.
Not only that, I have my chameleon skin on too, so...
Okay. I think that... Okay. I think a difficulty 6 Dex Athletics roll will do. The difficult part is hitting it just right to avoid as much damage as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, this is epic. He can't fail, right?
I could.
Right.
You never know. I'm just trying to help you guys. See how it goes.
That is to dock with it, I believe.
Basically,
Okay.
whatever you wanted that for.
Yeah. Essentially,
You know what I'm trying to do.
latch onto it and it starts tipping over backwards, but it corrects itself. I'm going to say that that might be enough to break your obfuscate with people looking for where the shot came from. So I need you to roll wits or dex stealth, whichever is higher.
Alright,
with your chameleon bonus.
They're at the exact same. Either way. So it's great. Go up to this. And I do believe that my wits, which I'll say I was going for, is catching others by surprise or something was what it was. Would that count?
Yes, I think it would. Either way, with 4 successes, you are definitely good. They seem to think that, I don't know, the bullet might have ricocheted and hit part of the controls or something.
Alright. So there's something else I could attempt to do. But I don't think I have the strength at this moment that would do it. But would 7 strength let me just try and rip the tail end without trying to go into the blade?
It would take multiple turns. You could rip through the skin because it's essentially just sheet metal and get at the hydraulics and the fuel lines. But yeah, it would take a few turns and there's a chance that someone might start taking shots at you if you linger that long.
Yeah. Screw that. We're just going to try and, you know.
Okay.
We're just going to try and smash the fan itself.
I think that would be a difficulty 8 attack. Just to hit it in such a way as to minimize the possibility of it flying in your face.
Okay. I don't think this would take too much damage to damage it. The main issue is me taking damage from it.
Yes. Yes. What is your total strength at? 6, I believe?
It is actually a total of 5 right now.
Well, that's, I think, still enough with a couple
I was actually going to see about, you know, giving up another 2 blood to try and, you know, increase my strength for it.
That works.
And now I'm at 7 strength.
I think under those circumstances, yeah, it's a matter of hitting it. You can get enough leverage to just slam through it, and it's really a question of where the blades go when they start flying everywhere. So it's you want a total of 3 successes to completely avoid damage. Or any possibility of damage.
Let's try and give this a try. Can't spend willpower or anything on it, so... 1. That's enough to deal the damage, but I'm definitely taking damage from it. Know how much.
We're gonna go with 8 dice, because it's everywhere and you're a big fucker, so potentially 2 lethal. Roll soak on it.
Alright.
That's actually not that bad as it could have been.
I rolled crappy. It could have been really bad.
It could have been.
Okay. The fragments go ricocheting off of you, and you hear a nasty sound from the main turbine as well. You're pretty sure that now is the time to get the fuck away from this chopper before it sets down on one of the roofs, if it's lucky.
Yes, time to get away from here.
So I guess the pilot has to now roll, like, drive and dexterity at difficulty 10 to be able to control it or something, or what?
I think it would be difficulty 8 to see if he can make the crew survive, because the chopper is gonna get totaled anyway.
Yeah, the chopper's basically gonna be totaled. If he can control it well enough that he could get somewhere that they won't die from it, that's really good.
Okay, so I will want another Dex Athletics from you at 6, as it wasn't that high and you need to essentially get off of it without throwing yourself into the main propeller.
That is a very good point.
Let's see how well the pilot would do. Okay, As you pull away and look back, you see the chopper essentially face-kissing one of the roofs, and there's shards of glass and metal flying everywhere, but like 2 minutes later you see a couple of people, just groggily bloodied, get out of the wreck and start looking for ways to get off the roof. One of them is holding a radio and speaking into it.
Well, there's not much more I can do about this without, really trying to reveal us. That one could probably even be chalked up to the bullet, which is kind of what I was going for out of character. So,
one measly little bullet just fucked up our entire helicopter.
That's the most believable thing, isn't it?
With that crash, it does actually cover your tracks pretty well, because any evidence of you landing on the tail end will have been covered by that.
Yep. So, I'll need to go and hunt now, regardless of anything else. Do note that I actually did, in order to do that, I just threw the phone at the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I expect that phone would be gone, yes.
So yeah, I just need to go and hunt some animals or even some people that are very far away, but I'm trying to do it while the scene's still going.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage of these buffs I have, because I just barely used them.
Okay, let me think. Whatever people are out would generally, with this kind of explosion, be rapidly hiding inside, but you can try and pick off one of the cops. If you feel brave.
They're also wounded, so it's not like it's a big difficulty.
No, I was actually just going to go and try and get some animals or something.
Alright, in that case, what would be an appropriate role? I think, Dex Stealth, to sneak into a farmhouse and eat some of the cows.
Alright.
And it really comes down to how many of them you can drain before you are discovered. Keep in mind, this is the kind of crap that will create ripples in the masquerade, but
This is one of the lowest things I can do for the masquerade. It's either this or go and drain a guy.
yeah.
Because I'm way too low on blood.
Yeah, I'm just warning you in advance, so there's no unpleasant surprises.
There's not much else I can do, so I'm kind of forced into this.
Okay, what are you rolling at? 6? Well, we'll be generous and say that 6 is appropriate. I was thinking of maybe making it 7, but you have animal can, so you should be fine. You can sue the fuckers. So yeah, you can refill by 5 blood points before the other cows notice that one of their friends is just not with them anymore and start trying to raise a ruckus.
Alright.
Meanwhile, Pleasant has turned on Buzinski. He's like, what the fuck are you thinking? They'll be converging on this place. Are you crazy? Why would you do that? We could have...
Because those suka blats made my head go boom boom.
Idiots! Fuck, I have mind... I can't do this. I can't. You just...
Kim just put his hand on her shoulders and say,
Yeah.
he's stupid, ignore him.
My character looks very, very annoyed.
By the way, did Buzinski see Baltimore actually fuck the helicopter up?
No, it
Or
pulled
was-
out of sight of you so it wouldn't get shot again. You just hear it crashing a few minutes later.
I'm just gonna be like, that's the Baltimore I know.
Well, you
Anyways.
snuck off, Jackalor, so you are at a fair distance from them. You can't even clearly hear what they're talking about. You are safely in the alleyways of the farmer's market now.
My character could just use clarity and run really fucking fast out of here if he wants.
Celerity, not clarity.
The fuck up.
So what do you wish to do, Jackalor, as you hear the crash on your way away from the fuck-ups?
Fuck up.
Hey, we're not fuck ups. We're not.
See where the chopper landed.
Was your Auspex active?
No, I had disabled it earlier.
Okay, then give me a perception alertness roll at 7. See if you can trace it by the sound of the crash.
Aww.
You have a general idea, but you're not exactly sure.
It's away from where the people were.
It's away from your pack.
Yeah. I'm going to return there see if they're still there.
Okay.
Still trying to be stealthy.
Okay, roll Dex Stealth, and this will be opposed by everyone in the party, because I assume they're at least trying to keep track of the situation.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Do we roll Perception Alertness?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to beat Jackalor's 3 successes.
One question: Does my acute sense sight come in play here, or is it just hearing him?
It could be any of them, so this isn't a purely sight-based thing, and I assume you're looking at Pleasant, so it would be mostly hearing, I think.
Yeah, okay, so just Perception Alertness. That's it.
Okay, on a tie, Defender wins. Jackalor, they have no idea you were gone.
Woohoo! So, where are we heading?
Wait, so Jackal just comes out and says, "Where are we heading?"
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Apparently, it was hiding really well.
Well, I don't know. Pleasance? Bacon? Where do we go?
My character looks at Buzinski and like, aren't you supposed to be the leader or something?
Yeah,
I'm not the I'm not the very smart man.
I can tell.
You fucking what, mate?
Who's the darkest and pack priest here?
It's almost adorable how stupid you are.
I'm the Doctus. Killer Keemstar is priest.
And I'm the doctor.
You're a
Together
bitch. That's what you are.
Well, Doctus, can you lead us somewhere?
If you can tell me where to lead.
Face palm, right there.
Those of you who aren't carrying valuable hardware and who don't have mind control could just go in the river. They wouldn't look for us under the water. Just sink to the bottom and wait it out.
Is that Pleasant or that you,
reasons
Chris?
why
It's
I don't want to
Pleasant.
go into the river.
It was Pleasant.
Pleasant! Very good idea. Does anybody know how to swim here? Do you guys know how to swim?
You know,
I have two handfuls of reasons
Buzinski.
why I don't want to go into the river right now.
Pleasant just looks at Buzinski, pulls out her light SMG. Buzinski, you're a big hero, yes? Hand you the gun. Guard this with your life. I don't want this getting wet. Turns around and starts walking towards the shore.
My character pats Buzinski and says, "Guard my van too."
Oh, fucking awesome!
Can I take the roll perception alert to see if there's what's on the Crichton Street Bridge and if they have left for the crash?
My character's gonna put his phone, his syringes, and like all his valuable items inside the van, except for his clothes.
Like I'm actually going. I'm looking over to the Crichton Street Bridge and seeing if there's anyone there. Since
Is
they
your
might have left
Auspex
for the
active?
crash site. Yes.
Okay, give me a perception alertness at 6, cause from this distance it would be an 8, but... Well, Pleasant's rolled a tape, but she fucked it up.
Do I see anyone there? Or have they left for the crash site?
It looks like there are still lights there from cars, and it looks like a set of them has just started moving. You just see reflections off of buildings, but looks like a car, in fact, several cars might be heading out in different directions.
I'm going to try to get closer there, but I'm not like far enough away that just shining a light over my direction won't let me get noticed.
Okay, you're trying to get closer. Give me a dex stealth.
Yes, difficulty?
6. We have the average cop's sheet here, and holy mother of God, you are so dead, aren't you?
Yeah, probably.
Again?
Nope, on a tie, defender wins.
Motherfucker.
Jackalord, do you have any politics?
No, I don't think I have politics. No, I don't have politics. I have investigation, not politics.
Don't have finance either, and those are the two that might apply to this. Okay, you see a car just pass you by. There's 2 guys in there. They're clearly wearing Kevlar. Looks like they're loaded for bear.
Are they patrolling, or are they just, you know...
It looks like they're heading down the road with a purposeful look on their faces. Almost if they're gonna do a fucking sweep down the roads north and south of the Crichton Street Bridge to see if anyone stopped there.
Is there anyone at the Crichton Street Bridge, though?
As you creep closer, it looks like you see a guy leaning over the railing. There's at least 1 car still there.
Can I try to... does it seem like I could try to go under the bridge? Essentially, climbing under the bridge.
It would be very difficult. It might be possible, but it wouldn't be easy. We're talking... Dex Athletics at 8. If you have athletics.
Probably a lot of them.
Especially if you're trying to move stealthily. It's possible, but it's not an easy thing to do.
Do I have to roll again to see if there's anyone in the car? Or anyone else there?
You hear faint voices in the distance. Essentially, you can tell that there's people there, you just don't know the exact number. More than 1.
I don't want to cross the fucking river. I don't want to ford the river.
Meanwhile, what is Puzinski doing while the Zamitsi just sneaks off?
Well, I'm just standing there, like, clueless, fucking having my Kevlar assault rifle. Pleasance is walking off. Since everyone else is hiding, I'm going to be following what Pleasance did, but not go into the water. I'm going to go somewhere, like, where the woods are, sort of, like, with shrubs and whatnot, like, cover up my assault rifle and heavy revolver.
Okay, there are a few shrubs by the riverside, but this here essentially is between the river and the farmer's market. This is not a heavily wooded area anymore. You have just exited that, and this is already buildings. You can essentially pick a shrub and try to conceal your weaponry beneath it. It would be a wit survival roll to see how well you concealed it, I think. In order to make it fade into the background vegetation.
Wits survival, you say?
Yeah, I think so.
Difficulty for the assault rifle?
You can essentially hide everything. It would be difficulty 6.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be easier to hide a heavy revolver than an assault rifle?
He's just going for everything, alright?
Yeah. Okay. It's a matter of the ground being disturbed and people being able to tell that someone's dug around in there.
Well, I get it.
We do try and compress our rolls when we can.
Well, there's a chance it'll fail, right?
Hey, Chris.
Right.
I suppose I can use appearance performance to look,
Motherfucker.
innocent or, confused about the situation.
Yes, but you will not be able to go through that without actually opening your mouth, most likely. So you can try, but...
Oh, fuck.
Does he have permanent fangs or something?
No.
No, he just has nothing in, like, actual social roles, almost.
Oh!
He's very charming until he opens his mouth, essentially.
Can't help it, I'm a creepy doctor.
Okay, Morvius, you see you see Buzinski covering over your weaponry. At least the stuff that was given to him, and he just motions for you to hand over anything you want to hide.
I give him my syringes, my phone, my wallet. You know.
Your surgical tools from the van?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Oh God.
Pleasance is already below the waters. You just see a few swirls and a few small bubbles where she went under.
Once I've given them everything valuable, I'll follow her.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna assume that Keemstar is doing the same. So, is anyone staying above the water for... Well, Buzinski has to cover the stuff up. The rest of them will be under the water when you hear a car approaching.
Just so you know.
I ask a quick question. Does my Kevlar vest interrupt my obfuscate?
No, I don't think it would.
It's considered clothing.
Okay, good.
So I will be going back to where the vans were to see if they're still there, and if they're not, I'll be going, you know, trying to check along the beach. That's where Pleasant said they'd go.
Yeah, by the time that you get back, I think they would have already hidden themselves, and it would be crawling with police officers.
I'm just telling you what I'm doing, that way you do know. So.
Yeah. That's the way it would work out. So, Buzinski, what do you do? There's a car coming. You have
There's
just
a car
finished.
coming.
Yeah, you have just finished concealing stuff.
Okay, I activate my obfuscate and go away to a distance where I can, like, look upon the items, but, you know, still be, like, far away from it so I don't get spotted.
I don't think you have either... Yeah, you don't have finance or politics. Which sucks for you. Why is your strength set at 6?
That was because of the blood buff, but I removed it down back to 3. It should have been repeated down. Yeah, it is.
All right.
Just so you know, there's a reason I put a modifier on it. It's so that you can use the blood buff and stuff as well, so that you don't end up messing up your sheet.
Yeah, write it down in the notes when you buff. I know it's easier to put it in the sheet, but it's less chance of it fucking up if you put it in the notes.
I generally just keep it in my head. I'm pretty good about it. So.
Yeah, and that's also why we have the backup PDF sheets, just in case. Which is why I would prefer for people to keep those current as much as possible. But anyway, a car is approaching. You see, though this will mean nothing to you, a logo of a security firm on it. It says Secret Security. As 2 security guards with SMGs get out and start slowly creeping towards the vans.
How many people are there?
2 at the moment.
2 at the moment. Do I spot any other... Do I see any other cars coming by, or do I hear any other sirens or whatnot?
Not
coming
yet.
Nearby? Secret Service, huh? You know, there's a chance they could be, hunters as well, but not sure. I'm just going to stay at a distance, obfuscated, and see what they're actually going to do.
Okay. They very carefully look inside the vans, poke around in there, to you it looks almost as if they're trying to run into anyone that might be obfuscated in there, waving their arms around, making sure there's nothing invisible in there.
Motherfuckers, oh no. By the way, if I take out my claws, does it break my obfuscate?
Nope.
Okay, so I can basically prepare my claws while I'm obfuscated in case anything happens, right?
Okay.
Okay,
As you do this, they seem to relax, and one of them pulls out a phone and dials it.
Okay, do I hear their actually, I'm not sure, I don't hear their conversation, right?
Not at the moment, but you can sneak closer and try to hear it if you wish.
Okay. I really want to engage them, but in character, because especially now that one of them is actually on the phone, while the other one is probably still on guard, while the other one's phone. So, do I attempt to ambush the one that's on guard with my claws and stab the fuck out of him?
You don't
Jack
know,
or...
Morbius. You don't know yet.
Jack? Ah, fuck you, Morbius. Jackler says do it, which is probably a bad idea, so I'll do it.
What are you doing?
He's trying to ambush the guy.
Ambush the guy that's not on the phone, because the guy who's not on the phone is probably on guard a little bit more.
Okay. Roll
Also
perception alertness as you're creeping up.
No, fuck me. Perception alertness. Does my sight come in play? No, right? It doesn't, right?
It's not a sight thing.
It's hearing the conversation.
Hey!
Okay. You don't really hear what's going on from the phone. It's just a faint echo of a deep voice. But the guy is saying, yes, Your Highness, we're here. I think they've dodged us. Yes, we will search the area thoroughly. Yes, as always, we serve you. And stuff along those lines.
Your Highness? I didn't know they called the Chief Highness.
You learn something new every day, right?
Goddamn bastard.
Also, I mean, what's the chance? It's Highness, female, and it has a deep voice. So obviously we're talking about a transvestite, right?
In theory, yes. Yes, clearly. Though, what is your intelligence?
It's at 2.
1. Okay.
I don't know. Roll your intelligence with occult, since you probably know something about how vampire stuff works.
Do you even have a cult?
He does. He has
Yes.
2 of it.
Do I roll my intelligent occult then, or what?
Yes, at
That's-
6.
Nah, fuck willpower, man. Who needs willpower, right?
You spend that stuff like candy, man.
Okay,
Wow,
you
that's-
think...
that's a-
Yeah, fucking... Wait a second. Isn't Your Highness how they used to address princes in medieval times?
But in medieval times.
Yes, this is modern era. Who is addressed as a prince in modern era?
Who would be old enough to keep those practices alive and demand them of the people around them that serve them?
The British royalty?
Yes! It's the Queen! They're planning to invade!
The British are coming! The British are coming!
Okay, so I guess my character... Does my character actually know how the camera functions?
With that, you could guess that this might be some sort of fuckery coming from them.
Okay!
Faintly in the
So-
distance, you hear another car approaching.
Shit. Do I see the car? Is it like the same car?
You don't see it yet, but you hear it in the distance coming down the road. There's another vehicle approaching.
Another vehicle. Do I go in? No, I shouldn't go in, but I should go in. But I don't want to go in, but I want to go in.
Adding,
Kill
one
them all!
helicopter.
You should roll a D2.
Do you want to die here or not?
These fuckers made me lose my werewolf head. But I'm gonna roll a 1d10. 5 is a reroll. Above 5 I go in. Below 5 I don't go in. Roll 1d10. Fuck, that's not how you do it.
What the?
I'm not going in, it seems. Okay, game.
He decides to live.
It's a bad thing. He made it lower than half a chance.
Okay, I guess this might not be a good idea, but I heard their conversation, right? So I'm gonna back off now, okay? So the game has, the RNGesus has decided for me not to die yet. I will back off and follow his commands. I will back off, but like
another
be on my
car
guard.
pulls up as you are backing towards the river, and guys get out and start searching around the place.
How many guys?
Another 2. They seem to have shotguns though.
Oh.
Is it the same car, special security, or
It's secret security.
yeah, secret security? Is it the same car? So it is, right?
Yep.
Totally secret security.
And unfortunately, one of them starts poking around under the shrub where you hid your weaponry and starts digging.
This motherfucker wants my guns. Do I notice anybody else watching him, or is he on, like, not being watched on?
They are within line of sight of each other, and they keep throwing glances at each other to make sure they're still there. They're not stupid about this. Someone's trained them to do this.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna lose my gun.
Bro. Go for it, bro. I believe in you.
We believe in you.
We believe in you.
These 2 motherfuckers, they know who these fucking humans belong to, and they're like, go for it. They fucking know! Even Bacon knows.
Springfield.
Come on. You have to admit, he decided to stay with the fucking fan.
But the fact that you bother hiding the guns anyway.
Oh.
He was hoping that they would stay hidden. And they could recover
Yeah,
them
and it
with
would break
them.
my obfuscate, I mean.
Whatever.
Very important decision. Do I?
So we're going to attack now, or can we like go on?
You're gonna attack.
One of the guys pulls out your assault rifle.
Motherfucker, no you don't. I wanna fight the
Roll
fucker.
initiative!
No, I'm still obfuscated, you little bitch. I can still ambush a fucker.
Okay? They seem to gather around the shrub, and one of them pulls out the phone again.
God damn it.
Bastard,
I think
is there
it's time
one?
to attack if you're going to attack, honestly.
Yeah, just this last question before I actually go in. Are they all like clumped together, or is there one like standing behind?
No, they are close enough together to keep careful track of each other. He dials, you hear him say, yes, it's us again, Your Highness. We have found our equipment stash. Yes.
Is it possible to sort of go just gonna ask this. Is it possible for me to go behind somebody, stab them with stab them, then take, for example, the one that has a shotgun, and then with my celerity, of course, using actions, shoot one of them with a shotgun?
We have ruled before that celerity cannot be activated for a surprise round. But
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that still applies.
I think it should, because yeah, then celerity is just it just gives you extra actions that it doesn't really go outside the normal sequence of actions. Like the moment you take your first action, they're already starting to react, and you're in initiative, right?
Do I believe in my character? Yes, I do. Okay, boys, this is how we're gonna die today. We're gonna die in honor. What is it? Well, actually,
It could be good if you win.
it could be good if I win, but the question is, do I win?
Just multi-attack. Split
Yeah,
your
but
dice.
that means I would have to split my dice pool, right?
It's
Yeah.
fine. That's what could possibly go wrong.
But I have four
your strength
turns. 4 turns. I could possibly, like, one-shot everybody. I mean, they're mortals, right? Right?
Did you hear us right? I'm not sure you heard us. Are you, like, splitting your dice?
Well, if I want to hit if I want to hit multiple people in a single, like, turn, I have to split my dice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, but with just using all 4 celerity actions, I could potentially attack all 4 of them.
Out of the initiative. No, you would roll initiative first.
Yeah, you get to take essentially a normal action as you're surprising them.
And then the initiative goes in, and then I go again, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you win. If they win, they're leveling shotguns at you at point blank range before you can even do anything else. It's 2 SMGs and 2 shotguns, and they're all wearing Kevlar. Do you feel that lucky?
Yes.
No, I don't
Apparently.
feel that lucky, but let's do it. Fuck it, let's entertain the people. So, I'm going to go and attempt to sort of backstab with my claws one of the guys who has a shotgun.
Okay.
Remember that
would
costs
be...
a blood point to get your claws out.
Yeah, I did put my claws out, actually. I notified it before.
Okay.
Also, before that, prior to that, I want to up my dexterity to, blood buff myself, dexterity to 6 and strength to 4. So basically, 3 blood points.
Okay, that would take you 2 turns, I believe.
2 turns? Oh, fuck, then I have to wait again. Fuck me.
Roll perception alertness to see how much you can pick up from the phone conversation this time, as I assume you're creeping really close at this point.
Yeah.
The DM is trying to say "fuck you, don't die," and let all your stuff be fucked up.
Yep.
Okay. You hear, for the first time, the prince's voice. It says, "Make sure all the items are properly secured. We have people that can pull information out of them. Get them here as quickly as possible."
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
No.
We're fucked.
No, Greg. I will not let Gregory's money go to waste.
For the Dolores!
Okay, so, yeah, also, Jack says I do get extra dice because I'm surprising him, right?
Yes. I'm gonna
You get to roll Dex Stealth and add that.
I'm gonna split the video here for,
Entertainment purposes.
Yep.